wherever your food comes from, do you know what you're feeding your body? Without rallied community support of local farmers, this is what America's farming industry has turned into. Dead and gone forever. Left over for large corporations to take over who do not care about anything but your pocketbook. Hi, Monica Osborne here, an activist for the local grown movement, and today we're going to talk about the problems in accessing locally produced foods and how we can overcome them. The three main problems consumers have with purchasing locally produced foods are season availability of vegetables, market time and location, and also parking or access. Now, these are three minuscule problems, but they do wreak havoc on day-to-day life processes, and it is much easier to go to the grocery store. So with that being said, to be a locavore isn't always the easier option. It is the better option, but not the easiest. There are problems with becoming a locavore because it's so much easier to go to the grocery store and get everything you need in one same location. But with the seasonal variety of vegetables, it can also cause a little bit of a difficulty with that as well. You see, most markets are only open on Fridays or Saturdays, and not everyone can get to the market when it's convenient for the farmer. The grocery store's open 24 hours a day, sometimes, for the most part, but the farmer's market definitely isn't. So you have to plan it out and go when the farmer is available. So how can we do this? How can you plan your schedule around the farmer's market? That's something you have to be dedicated to and plan out ahead of time. But if you make a weekly schedule of this is when the market is open and this is when I'm going to go, then it works out. In my hometown, I've seen a lot of people come on their lunch break to the farmer's market on Fridays because that's when our market is open. And they'll come on their lunch break. Whenever they get a chance, they'll just come and pick up their vegetables. Or get a friend to go for you. It's that simple. You just have to form a plan and take action in going to the local farmer's market. Most of it also starts out with familiarization of the market. Once you get yourself familiar with the market and the time and the people, it's much easier to get these products. Also, consumer-supported agriculture is a great way to go to get locally produced products. What exactly is a CSA? That is a program directly for the farmer to bring the food straight to your doorstep. So it's almost like online shopping for vegetables. You can order your products online and the farmer brings it directly to your door. That way you don't even have to leave the house to go to the grocery store to get vegetables. And while we're on the topic of CSAs, or consumer-supported agriculture, let's go ahead and talk about online markets. Here's a little sneak peek or snippet of my hometown's online market. And this is a great thing. It's literally online shopping for vegetables. You just say, hey farmer, this is what I need. This, and this, and they'll bring it right to the specific location, or sometimes even your hometown, or sometimes even your front door. It doesn't get any better than that or easier. So why not become a locavore? Another major downside to going to the farmer's market or getting these locally produced products is the parking. Now, wherever we go, parking is a hassle, but most of the time farmers markets can be downtown or in a city square, and that doesn't leave very much room for parking. So you're going to probably have to go on a hike. Get over it. You need the exercise anyway. And last but not least, people seem to have a big problem with the seasonal availability of local vegetables. Now, this is kind of annoying, but eat the watermelon when it's in. Eat the cantaloupe when it's in. Eat the squash when it's in. You can't always get locally produced products at the right amount of time, but you can support them 99.9% of the time. And it's the effort that said, okay, well, I tried. I went to the market and I got all the vegetables they have. So now I have to go to option 2. Support the local farmer first and then go to the grocery store and see what options they have. So these videos aren't a rant boycotting the grocery store. I'm just suggesting that you go visit the local farmer and help out your own community before you go and decide to pay a global market for your food. And plus, when you're going to the farmer's market, the farmer's going to recognize you. And if you bought a dozen eggs last week, chances are they're going to go ahead and assume that you're going to buy a dozen eggs this week and they'll save it for you. I don't know how many times I've gone to the market and people have said, Monica, here, come try this. We have something new in. Would you like to buy it? Or, Monica, I saved you your eggs from last week that you didn't pick up. Whatever it is, they will accommodate for you and your schedule. Now, you can't get this on the grocery store. It's the one-on-one consumer-farmer relationships that really build the market and the market atmosphere to make it such a great place to be. All in all, the largest factor and thing you're going to have to overcome in becoming a locavore is effort. If you put in the effort, go visit the farmer's market and form a plan, then it's easy as 1, 2, 3. But if you're lazy and just say, oh, well, I'm going to go and get all of my stuff from the grocery store this week, then you'll never be able to contribute to the local community than someone who formed a plan and went to the farmer's market instead. So, don't be lazy. Get over yourself. Take a walk. Go visit the local farmer, the local farmer's market, and contribute to your local economy. And remember, we can change the world one vegetable at a time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you joined us for our segment of how to become a locavore. Stay tuned for more information on the movement and how you can impact your community one person and one vegetable at a time.